Hi, I'm Garfield, founder of Summit Performance Psychology, and today I'm going to talk with you a little bit about perfectionism and achievement seeking in young athletes. Obviously, perfectionism is a bit of a million-dollar ticket and an Achilles heel. The main features, I guess, when you're talking about it from a psychological point of view, is an unrelenting standard or a very high bar, and very systematic quality control on everything, which can obviously lead people to a lot of stress and worry and getting worked up about the level that they're trying to achieve. And obviously they're exposed to more error and failure feedback. When you pitch that high, you're more likely to fail. And for perfectionists, for some reason, error and failure feedback is quite toxic. Obviously it gets in the way of perfection. Another key feature of perfectionism is just this overinflated sense of control. Not many people know about this, but all humans have an overinflated belief around control, when really we can only influence various parts of our lives. But perfectionism has a little bit of extra air in the balloon. And what that leads to is the investment payout assumption, where people think if I put in the hard work, I'll get the outcome, and nothing can get in the way. Obviously, when the universe reminds us that we're not in control, it can be a lot more stressful and a lot more emotional and create a lot more strong reactions from people with perfectionism or high achievers. The third part is, or the third feature of perfectionism I want to talk about is the self-belief and identity. For perfectionists, their self-belief and identity really only has one credit economy. So the information and data that helps you believe in yourself and hold yourself, at a high standard and have confidence in yourself is only based on achievements and outcomes. That makes you very vulnerable, since you can't control achievements or outcomes, and having all your eggs in one basket leaves you vulnerable to self-esteem and self-belief issues if you're not achieving or getting the outcomes due to injury or moving up a level or all sorts of other reasons why people don't always win. The main thing you can do, I guess, to help people with perfectionism, to harness the million-dollar ticket and reduce the Achilles heel part, is helping to look at growth perspectives. So getting better versus winning, improving versus achieving, and trying to help shift goal orientation away from the outcome goals and toward the process and performance goals, so young people are more grounded in the way that they achieve excellence and the constant need for growth, rather than being the best or winning, which have more ego orientation. We also want to improve stress management, especially with critical feedback and failure, and with that comes error response, helping high achievers deal with error and failure and how they respond to that, rather than trying to get rid of failure altogether. And the last thing is just working with the idea that we know identity is vulnerable with perfectionism. So making sure that people aren't just banking outcomes and achievements, but also looking at other areas that make people valuable and create identity, and trying to reinforce that, I guess, since we know perfectionists are likely to kind of put all their eggs in one basket. That's about it for today. Thanks.